welcome to the another episode of TIK TOK show. And today we have a guy, Mr. Craig Campbell, all the way from Scotland.
Hi, thank you very much for having me back on again. It's a pleasure,
Yeah, lovely.
as always.
And it is always great to see you, Craig. And this time I would not say Craig to introduce himself, because many of my audience now know him already. So he's a man now, and people are in love with him. Most of my subscribers and my audience was requesting again and again. Hey, bring back Craig. I mean, that was a time people were in totally love with you. So I thought of to bring back you today. And today what we're going to discuss is that, what's been happening is Craig has been known for his affiliate marketing sort of things and SEO sort of things. So people are into some of the misconceptions regarding getting rich quick, and they're thinking that they will just go into the affiliate marketing, they will write some of the blogs and they'll get rich quick like this. And fake gurus are also coming up onto this. As the demand will increase, the supply needs to be increased. So they are thinking of this as a great business opportunity, but they are not thinking that this is, that they are playing with the lives of many young teenagers. So today we are gonna start a discussion with Craig. Over to you.
Yeah, so obviously you say that there's a lot of fake gurus out there, and there is. Personally, I've also years ago fall into the same trap. My first 5 years of SEO was going round in circles. I didn't know who to believe. So this guy would tell me that this was going to make me a millionaire, and then it didn't work after a year. Then I moved on to another guy and another guy and another guy before I thought, everybody's bloody lying to me here. What the hell is going on? How do we really do this SEO thing properly? And yeah, people, what you need to get your head around here, and even for yourself, is people are not going to lay everything out to you free on a course for $2, $5, $100. It doesn't matter what you pay. People are not going to lay out the golden path for you. There is no magic trick to becoming an overnight internet superstar making millions of pounds. There is no magic trick. There is no quick way of doing it. Like, for example, I want to continue to grow my brand. I'm well known in the UK and well known in a lot of other countries. If I want to build my brand in India, I don't just walk into India and overnight talk to Digital Pratik and then I'm famous. That is not how life works. I've got to participate in hundreds of webinars, hundreds of question and answers. I've got to come to India to speak at conferences, and all of that stuff takes time, effort, money, all of that stuff. So there is no quick fix to becoming a 16-year-old internet guru who is respected by the world and makes a lot of money. Now, once in a million, 1 in a million people may be really good at singing. So someone might be on YouTube and they sing a great song and they get picked up by a record label and they become a millionaire. Those kind of things happening are so few and far between. No one has a special trick to make you what you have to remember is you're in India and the population of India is over 1 billion people. Now, I'm not sure how many people in India are digital marketers in any way, but you are fighting against probably hundreds of thousands of people to make money. There is no quick fix. There is no quick way to earn trust, respect, or be able to command the big money. And regardless of who sells you a course saying, come to me and I'll show you how to earn $10,000 in a week, that doesn't happen without severe time, effort, making mistakes, and never be afraid to make mistakes. What I would say to any young person out there, I've made more mistakes than anyone. I've spent money, I've been robbed blind, I have set up websites in the wrong niches, I have spent money with a guy who's building me links who didn't build me links, he stole my money. So as I've evolved over the years, I've become stronger, more resolute to, you know, and been able to take some of these blows. But people out there are greedy, selfish people. That's the nature of human beings. They will tell you anything to get £100 out of you. Now, I could, as a fake guru, say to the whole of India, come and I'll sell you all of my deep, dark secrets for, you know, $50. Come and buy it now. I'm pretty sure I'd have a queue of people paying that money, you know, 10,000 people doing that, and I could sell them a big bag of bullshit. Now, why would I ever tell them the truth? You know, the deep, dark secrets that help me make money, I'm happy to talk about and share certain aspects of it, how to make money in affiliate, but no one's going to give the golden secrets away on a $50 course. Why the fuck would I want 50,000 Indians competing with me on, you know, in affiliate marketing? Why? Go away. I'll tell you, you know, go away and duplicate content still works. Go and do that, or, you know, spam still works. So anyone who actually does know what they're doing is not going to hand it to you in a plate, certainly not for that price. And what you have to do as a young person is be able to read in between the lines, do your own testing, try shit out for yourself, make mistakes, but don't get disheartened when it doesn't work first time out. I've had websites, tried to rank them for a year, and it didn't work. And I'm like, I'm really shit at this SEO thing. What the fuck? And you've just got to persevere and try. Now, I'm not saying, you know, waste years of time. The job is not to waste years of time. But what I would say the job is to listen to people who you trust are telling you the truth. And there's the truth tellers. There are lots of them out there. Lots of people speaking absolute sense. You have to pick up little golden nuggets from each person, but don't follow too many people, because that's the problem. So many fake gurus, and you're listening to 10 fake gurus at the one time who are all saying something different. You cannot function. You can't have a plan of action when you're listening to 10 fake gurus. You need to be able to rank a website, and you need to, you know, that is the goal. Get content, get links, do this, do that, rank a website. You can't listen to all these other people promising the world and saying, you know, do some Facebook and you might earn 10 grand a day, because what happens is you get detracted from what you might actually be good at, and you end up not making jack shit money anyway, because you're focused on 10 different things and you don't know which one's going to make all the money. Now, when I'm young and I'm grown up, of course I want to have options. What's the best way of making money? Is it SEO? Is it being a sales guy? Is it being a, you know, whatever? But what you have to really do is niche down and become really good at something. And whether you really niche down within the SEO industry, you can become a really good link builder and make a shit ton of money. You can become a really good content person and scale up a content marketing agency. You can become really good at Facebook ads and just become the Facebook ads guy. You don't have to be the next Gary Vaynerchuk. You know, that is the thing. You don't have to be the next best businessman that's out there. You know, Gary Vaynerchuk is a very nice guy, very successful, you know, has multiple businesses, but he is a businessman. He's not a Facebook ads guy. He's not a content writer. He's not this or that or the next thing. And the problem we've got is all of you guys who fall into that path want to be Gary Vaynerchuk when you should be trying to be the Facebook ads guy or the link builder or whatever it's going to be, because you're going to be able to, you know, step up to being a good businessman. There's no 16, 17, 18-year-old young person who can just become a good businessman overnight. It comes down to experience, making mistakes, you know, dealing with staff problems, dealing with accountants, dealing with all the problems is what makes you an experienced guy that can talk about multiple different things. But I think for a lot of young people, they're too eager to become something that they can't be at that point. So you have to slow down, learn a trade, Facebook, whatever it's going to be. Don't listen to all the noise and the fake money that's out there. Of course, you can earn endless amounts of money if you become really good at Facebook, and you can stand out from the 50,000 other Facebook experts that are in India then you get a chance of making real money with American clients or whatever. But you have to learn how to do it good first. There's no point, a lot of, I'm friends with a lot of young Indian guys, even young Umar, and stuff like that. And Umar says, Craig, what do you think? I'm going to try and make £1 million a month. And you're like, Umar, stop it. Do not fucking think like that. Keep doing what you're doing. You're earning money. You're building your profile. Do not think I need to make £1 million or I need to make this. Money comes naturally. When you're good at something, money will come naturally. Do not chase the money, I think, is the key part in the whole thing. Do not sit there and go, I can be, the 50 grand a month SEO guy or affiliate marketer or whatever it may be. Don't think about that. Try and be good at what you do, and everything else then has a natural progression. But as you say, D-Rov, there's so much fake bullshit out there, and it's very easy to look at that and go, I want the quick fix. I don't want to wait 5 years to, of making mistakes and fucking up people's Facebook accounts or, whatever you choose to do. That's what you're doing Facebook, right? Now you are, doing well at
earlier,
it.
I am doing Facebook, but now I'm thinking to go for the 360 paid marketing solutions. Now I have worked on, building up my skills for AdWords and other platforms also. Now.
Yeah, but you're good at Facebook now.
Yeah.
So you can move on to something else.
Yeah,
so you
exactly,
can do Facebook and pay-per-click or whatever it's going to be.
Exactly.
But and it is a journey. You've been shite at crap at Facebook, and you've made mistakes. You've probably overspent money where you probably shouldn't have.
Let me tell you one story. When I started my career, I got one real estate client from Dubai, from UAE. And he gave me $2,000 of budget, and he told me, Dhruv, just can you run ads for me? I told him, yeah, I can. And you know what? I have spent the entire $2,000 of amount and didn't get not even a single good result during my starting phase when I was a young Facebook marketer and Facebook ads guy. And after that, I have to spend again $2,000 from my own pocket. Can you just understand, being a young entrepreneur, getting into the loss of $2,000 is sometimes a big deal for anyone. And that was the first big lesson I got to learn. Then again, I didn't run ads for continuous 3 to 4 months. I just focused on building up my skills, building up my knowledge. I met many guys who were already running Facebook ads and were making great amount, but also were doing great hard work side by side. So that is what made me succeed the entire journey. In fact, there are some of the things that I can't even disclose onto this YouTube. So because I know what blunders I have done, what mistakes I have done, what things I have done. So yeah, it's like that.
But the point is, we all do make mistakes, and being a young guy or whatever, jumping into Facebook and just running ads loosely to a shit audience, maybe not targeting people in your Facebook pixel. We all can make mistakes. Anyone can run a Facebook ad, but there's a hell of a lot more to it than just sticking, £2,000 behind it and letting the ad run out to people. You've got to be targeted with it. You've got to understand the Facebook ads algorithm and how it works and how you target and get your ads onto the right people. And that's where the learning curve comes in. You are going to waste money. You are going to waste time. And but that's your apprenticeship, so to speak. And I think many people don't want to serve their apprenticeship. They want to be the next big SEO guy overnight. And that doesn't happen. It's taken me 18 years to get to the position I'm in, and I'm not the most famous SEO guy in the world. There's guys that are far more famous than me, and it wasn't easy. I've had sleepless nights. I've been poor. I've been rich. I've been poor again. I've been rich. Lost money. Been robbed. Had bad staff. All of that stuff. So it's a journey for me, and it's a journey for everyone. I think it's unreasonable and unrealistic to think that anyone can do anything that's going to make considerable amounts of money overnight. There is no such thing. And believe you me, I'll be the first man in the queue waiting if there is. So if there is a free pile of money that I can get from some online guru that actually works, I'll be waiting for any of you guys chapping at the door, because I've been waiting a long time for that opportunity, and it still doesn't exist. But I think you have to knuckle down, do hard work, and I think that's where success, young guys like yourself or Umar, and some of the other guys that I met when I was in India, you guys came with your own money to the SEMrush conference. You invested in yourself to say, I want to come and meet the guys at SEMrush. I want to listen to what they've got to say.
But in SEMrush, you helped me to come over here. I wanted to tell people that you helped me come over here. I mean, rest of the expenses I did, but you sponsored my ticket, and that was I was really thankful for that for you.
But no, it's still. I mean, you have to fly there. You've got to take time.
Yeah, exactly.
Young Umar as well flew. I don't know how far these places are, but I know young Umar, 15-year-old guy, he also flew out there. You had Parth Subba and various other guys, all from dotted all around India. What's different about them guys is, and I include yourself in this, by the way, is these guys are taking a risk of spending money to come to SEMrush. It could have been absolute shit. They might have picked up nothing from it, but these guys are relentless when they're investing in themselves, not in a fake guru. They go to SEMrush, they network with people, they surround themselves by successful digital marketers and pick up small bits of knowledge, and that's the difference between...
Craig, you don't even know, when I came to the SEMrush event in Bangalore, before that, I was the kind of a guy who used to think that I have learned everything and now I'm a pro guy. I was in this, mind blender.
Yeah.
But after coming to the SEMrush event in Bangalore, I got to know that there are many more experts than me. And still I have to learn a lot, because I mean, running Facebook ads and running ad campaigns is not a big deal. I mean, I can run Facebook ads. I know my audience better, but still there are far more experts better than me. So that, opened my eyes. And after I came back to Delhi from Bangalore, I've started from the very first phase. Again, I was thinking that I need to do more of the things. And there, when I attended some of the sessions, I mean your session also, and some of the paid marketing sessions over there, I was really, convinced with the thing that I've really got to work more day and night. I mean, if I want to give 100%, 1000% service to my clients, I still need to work upon my skills. I still need to work upon my expertise. So this is how things are working for me right now. And I believe everyone should, work on this by this way only. And you must have also worked by this way only.
Listen, I do. I mean, even for me, I still learn new things all the time. And when I go to conferences, obviously I'm a speaker at some conferences, but what happens at these events is, as a speaker, you deliver, the knowledge that you've got, then you go and have a beer with a guy and you start talking like, what tool are you using? Or what are you doing for this or that? And you're always learning. There's always guys who are so fucking smart using automation, Python scripts, God knows what else out there to do their job and, automate parts of their job or better parts of their job or dig further into data, whatever it might be. There's guys out there always looking. So the important thing for a digital marketer is, what was good in Facebook ads 2 years ago is not necessarily the right way to do Facebook ads now. And it's the same with SEO, pay-per-click, social media, and even things like, what social media platform is going to drive the right traffic for me. You've got to try them all out. You've got to test shit out. Like, I'm on TikTok now because some guy in India said TikTok is really big in India, and I'm like, fuck, TikTok? Well, shite. But I could have had that approach. I'm actually on TikTok now, and I'm trying to see if I can build up a profile on TikTok, the same way that I've been able to do with Facebook and everything else. So,
let me tell you one thing. Your TikTok profile is a stress buster for me.
so if I can help people de-stress, then I'm a happy man. So I've got to serve a purpose. But as I say, you can just be ignorant. I could sit there and say, well, I don't need TikTok. I'm big enough. I speak at conferences. I've got a good profile on major other platforms. I don't have to do TikTok. You always have to keep up with technology. You always have to keep up with the best trends in this industry, the best tools, the best data, the best everything. And that is what probably keeps me where I am. I would like to think I'm as ahead of the curve as most others out there, because I'm always still continuing to learn. I still buy courses, the same as everyone else. If I see a guy releasing a course on something that I might be quite weak at, or don't know much about, such as schema, or something new that's come out. I don't buy SEO courses as such. I know enough about SEO, but it's things like marketing automation, schema. I need to know more about schema. I need to know more about artificial intelligence. I need to know more about all of these other things that are coming out, over the last year, and obviously coming out in the future. So you have to future-proof you as a person and your business. And the only way you can do that is if you get up off your ass and go out and talk to people, network with people, go to events, mingle with the experts in your country or your city or your whatever. If there's a local meetup on, go and attend the local meetup. You'll be able to better yourself by doing these things.
You were the first person overseas I have networked with, and after you, I have met many other of the guys, because when I came into contact with you, I published a video, you shared it on all your platform. People got to know about me also, and with the help of that, I got to connect with Lucas. I took him up on my YouTube video. Thanks to you also. I mean, I wanted to get to network with overseas guys, and you were a kind of a string between me and other guys. So I really
Yeah.
appreciate your thing.
No, you've got to network with people overseas. Do not always just sit and think that India knows the best stuff about all of the stuff you do. I mean, we all do that. Like, I think the UK is the best country in the world, and we're all the smartest motherfuckers here and all that stuff. Then you go to America, for example, and these guys are doing crazy shit, and you're like, fuck, they're so far ahead of us. Then you go to India, and there's, every country's got their own kind of skill sets as well. Like India, as far as that, and this will be me being honest, is probably further behind the UK in terms of SEO ability. I think development in software, India is far superior than the UK. So I think every country's got different skills. Like, Eastern European guys, for example, are also very good at development and software and all that stuff, the same way as India is, and stuff like that. So I think, in terms of SEO, content production, trying to do the right things, I think Indians try and cheat more than maybe some other countries, because we all want to get from A to B. Try and not do that. Try and rein it in and try and do the job properly. I think, I don't know if it's an Indian mentality as such, but they always want to do things 10 times faster than everyone else, and they want to automate that shit. And there's certain things that you just have to take your time on. So I think people in the UK can sit back and they'll do more on the content side. They'll take it more seriously, whereas different countries and different cultures and everything else do different stuff. So yeah, I think, do not think, the point I'm trying to make is, do not think that Indians know everything and you can't learn from people from other countries, because guys in the UK probably do stuff better than Indians, the same way that you do stuff that's better than the UK, and vice versa, Americans and Eastern Europeans and whatever. People from all over the world have different skill sets, different
Correct.
mentalities.
Still India is in a learning phase. I mean, this digital marketing sort of thing and this all of these digital stuff came into India just now only. And after internet revolution in India in 2016, it got a boom. I mean, there's one billionaire over in India, India's richest man, Mr. Mukesh Ambani. He's a founder and chairman of Jio Telecom, telecom company over here in India. What he did was he provided free 4G internet to all of the Indians in India for
Mhm.
1 year, and they gave a boom to the internet industry. And all of the audience shifted towards the digital platform, and this made advertisers convinced to run ads or go onto the digital platform to advertise themselves or
Yeah.
their clients. So this was a boom, and India is really a young country for this, and still there are lots of things to understand, lots of things to learn. And one thing more I wanted to, as I have what I have observed is that India currently, we can say unemployment rate is at huge in India. Okay,
Mhm.
many people are unemployed, and we need to think one thing: if making money online would be that easy, India could be, because of its population and everything else, it could have been a boom in the economy if making money would have been that easy.
Yeah, I mean, everyone would be a millionaire if it was that easy. If they read if you just gave out the free guide to the fake guru, then we would all be multi-millionaires and there would be no poverty in the world. But yeah, sadly, life is not that easy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is achievable to make money online. People can make very good money online. It is achievable, but you have to work hard. It's not achievable by buying a guy's course, and it's not achievable by wanting everything on the cheap and getting it from YouTube. You've got to spend money to go out to events and network with people. And I'm not saying go to SEMrush events or go to events in America or anything like that.
Mhm.
Learn from your other guys in India that are more experienced than you, because I know experienced SEOs in India who make a lot of money. Harsh Agarwal, there's lots of them who are super smart guys who make a lot of money. So if they can do it, you can do it if you do the job properly. As I say, the difference is these guys network and deal with other people and have opened themselves up to the world and learn from other people across the world. Rather than their own little, clusters in India. So I think networking is really important from a learning point of view. Everything out there, in terms of what's good in digital marketing, people are talking about it all over. There's Facebook groups, there's ads and everything else. But you've just got to find out who's telling the truth and who's giving out the right information. There's guys out there giving the right information out, but you might just be following the guy that's giving the bullshit. And that's the hard part, and that's where you need to take what a guy says and test it out and see if it works. If it doesn't work, don't follow that guy again. Do not fucking listen to anything else he says.
Exactly.
Move on. Find the good guys. And find just a handful of guys. Find 4 or 5 guys that you really like, and talk to them. Like we come on Zoom at night time. We don't always talk in webinars. You can come on Zoom.
I have been, in fact, I have also been in contact with many of the guys. I mean, you are one of them. I'm in constant touch with Mr. Sahil Khanna. He's my mentor. I told you earlier. I am in constant touch with you. I'm in constant touch with Prateek. I am in constant touch with Lucas. Many other guys. I mean, and I got to learn on a daily basis new and really great things every day. So yeah, it's always great to learn and work on your brain and everything else. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's the only way you're going to be successful. I've had to learn from people, and it's not always what you know. Sometimes who you know can get you, ahead of the game as well.
Exactly. So, Craig, thank you so much. Today, the views that you have shared. I mean, this video could be a eye opener for many other teenagers and many other guy who are, working day and night, or maybe are just falling in the prey of uh, or in influence of fake gurus. So might be it can help them, and I believe that people will, right now people were taking you as you did the work just overnight. Seriously, I'm telling you this thing. So many of people were thinking that Craig Campbell has achieved whatever he has in just an overnight. But only I know what you have done. I had a word with you. I am in constant touch with you, and I know what things you have been doing. So I think this video can help them out. And Craig, one suggestion I want to give you: do continue with your calling series on YouTube. I really love them. Really love them. How you relate to the real life situation, client
The
and
problem I have with that right now is I'm not able to get my videographer
okay.
and my team to record them, but they will come back. But obviously, with this corona virus thing, they are not being made right now. So yeah, I need the help of my clever videographer and the team member of my staff, who's the guy that always asks the dumb questions on the phone.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Great. That's really lovely. And thank you so much for get being available for me for today's Zoom session.
No
Uh,
worries.
and I'm in love with you, and just give my warm love to Charlie also,
I will.
and hope to see you soon in India after this corona situation. And I mean, I really miss you, man. You were supposed to come to Chandigarh because of your father's
Yeah.
issues. You were not able to make up, and when your post came, I cancelled my flight tickets and hotel reservation. So
Yeah.
and and the night we were discussing, and you said, would you be coming to Chandigarh? And I was like, should I go or should I not go? Then I thought that let's do one thing, let's drive over there. I
Hmm.
I could have make it up in one night. I could have reached over there, but then you you always told me that don't be a fool. Be at your home. I'll be doing a live session. That was good. And
Yeah.
yeah, so thank you so much, Craig, for being with us, and thank you. And I think I'll end up this session now, and my is gonna love this. Thank you, man. Thanks
Cheers.
for coming over here.
Thank you.